Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of GNA Podcast. It's your host. Yo, I almost said Silver Oni just like you did in the other video in my Showdown Sessions video. But this is not Silver Oni. This is Droovy Doo, and Silver Oni is right next to me. Say what's up.
Yo, it's Silver Oni, and I'm metaphorically next to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. See, this is exactly why I should have done the intro. Like, I wasn't feeling it, and, like, immediately just everything just went to shit.
5 out of 10
the
intro.
my mouth.
5 out of 10 intro.
Yeah, it was 5 out of 10 intro. I should have stuck to what I normally do and just made a bunch of, like, groaning sexual noises and try to talk in, like, stupid, like, almost borderline racist accents.
No, that would have been a 2 out of 10.
And to me, that would have been a 12 out of 10. And that's all that matters, is my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this blunt narcissism and stupidity aside, let's begin this very short episode. Because we're literally only covering 3 episodes. Because
3 episodes with an add-on.
Yeah, most episodes is an add-on. This is literally just us doing cleanup from the spring season, and then next week we'll start the summer season.
Yeah. So look forward to this extremely short episode.
Mm-hmm. It's probably short. It's probably the length that you're probably looking for, to be honest.
But don't worry, because we also have our summer preview up, which is more than long enough to cover the spread. So go check that out after you see this one, or before, whichever.
Yep, and if you're totally into a short episode, by all means, like, comment, and or subscribe. And without any further ado, let's get into it.
All right, first up we have Danmachi, because there was no Boku no Hero Academia this week. So, the final episode of Danmachi Sword Oratoria. The party takes on the spirit that we left off at last week, and they decide that Ice needs this clean shot to finish it off. But the spirit is kind of OP and just starts casting like these insane magic spells and nearly kills Rivera and Gareth and the entire party. But Finn gets up and gives like this rousing speech invoking Belle's name for some reason. And that kind of just drives the party crazy, and the battle rages on with them trying to pave the way for Ice. And eventually Ice does get her clean shot in, but she nearly dies when the spirit casts like ice shard at her, and Lafia steps in and destroys the ice shard and saves Ice's life, and Ice finishes off the spirit. At the end, everyone reunites and there's this big feast, and we learn that the spirit was actually corrupted and that the bad guys want Ice because she has the pure blood of a pure spirit, so it's stronger. And Lafia and Ice are closer than they ever were before, and this time Lafia actually manages to dodge Loki's sexual assault hug. And that was the end of the series. Hopefully that's the end of the series and there's no season 2.
Oh my god. I just want to say, guys, that when we were talking about who's talking about what, I said I wanted Danmachi because I wrote actual descriptions of like the fight, and then Silveroni was like, "Oh no, I got it." I'm like, okay, you know what, it's fine, let's not rock the boat, yeah, whatever. And then he goes to this thing, and I'm just like, you... Okay,
how much detail do you want me to go into the fight?
You got a decent amount. You got like 80, I think you got like 70 to 80%.
Alright, Gareth gets stabbed by a vine when he tries to open the other vines, and imagine Finn throws his spear through the eyes of the spirit, yada yada yada. Happy? Is that 100% of what happened? Meanwhile, the rest of the party attacks vines.
This is supposed to be a shorter episode. Like, do you really want to make it that much shorter? Like, shit.
There isn't anything that happened. 90% of the episode is a fight. If you guys saw the other fights that happened in the series, you can imagine what happened. They're just all hitting a bunch of vines. Gareth breaks open the vine wall. Finn throws a spear at the vines. It's not particularly... This is not UFO table... Fate Unlimited Blade Work style fighting.
I don't know why I think of... I don't know why I pronounce it ufotable. Like that's how it's pronounced.
Ufotable.
Ufotable. I don't know. I just really liked Gareth in this fight because he was like super clutch.
Yeah, he was pretty badass, but he doesn't save the show. Sorry, Gareth.
Yeah. He really doesn't. Yeah. I was just kind of doing that just to bust Silver and Each Tops a little. Yeah, nothing really happens that
Story of this whole series. Nothing really happens.
it really happens. we do things that every episode. Oh man.
The problem with this whole series is that I don't know, it just never really
It's so supplementary.
Yeah, it has no intensity or drama or suspense. It's just like, oh, shit's happening. I don't really care what the outcome is, or like I'm not hanging on a thread or anything like that. It's just whatever. I know Ice is just gonna come and kill everything.
Yeah.
Which sucks, because the first series did have that kind of, like, genuine suspense in, like, the fights, where you're like, oh shit, how's this gonna turn out? And you actually cared about the characters and stuff.
Agreed. It just seemed like it was, like, I didn't feel, like, this, it just felt like a spinoff. Like, this whole thing just felt like a spinoff.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Or if it was by itself and had nothing, but I would just think that this anime sucked.
the penultimate part of this episode, like the fight with the crazy chick never happened. That whole final fight between Ice and Crazy Chick that was built up for like the past
which makes me
5
think
episodes
that
never
this isn't
happened.
over. Which makes me think
God, no, don't
over.
say that. Don't say that.
I mean, we're not gonna watch it. I don't think. I really don't. Like, it would have to be a really slow anime season.
stop
consider
jinxing
doing
us.
season 2.
I don't know.
But
it's like
yeah,
I don't know. It's just a. You know what? It's funny. It's not like I could particularly say anything bad, or it's not like it was Gendo Guardian, where I could just point out, these are all the really, really bad aspects of this. It's just really uninspired. Like, it does the bare minimum to cover its bases.
It's so mundane. Like, it is very whatever.
Yeah, it does bare minimum. Does the bare minimum of work to pass as like an anime, and then it's like, oh, what? We're an anime? All right, fine. Don't do anything. Save the budget for something else.
Yeah, I like Gendo Guardian because it was so bad it was good.
All right,
like,
it was so bad it was entertaining.
No. I'm that kind of guy. Like, if it's bad enough, like, I'll actually enjoy it. It was almost like the Four Room. like yeah. When I think of Gendo Guardian, I think of like those like infamously like bad movies. Like like those like it's called The Room by Tommy Wiseau.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think of when I think of Gendo Guardian. So, like, it's so bad, but I find entertainment because it's just so bad and nothing makes sense. This, however, it was like, I just couldn't, like, I couldn't even get that satisfaction. Like, it was literally just like it's like...
It made too much of an effort to be too bad, but then made no effort to be good, so...
Exactly. So, I'm saying it's whatever.
Overall score?
I'll give it... Like, staying true to what I just said, I think I'm just gonna... I'll give it a 4.
A 4? I'm gonna give it a 5.
Yeah.
Just the epitome of average.
Yeah, I was gonna do that.
I was gonna give it a 5.5, but we didn't even have that final fight I wanted, so it's like, oh, well...
The final fight over what?
I mean, the Crazy Chick and Ice. I wanted Crazy Chick and Ice to fight while the rest of the party does the fight against the flower.
Right. Yeah. I just like, cause I gave it a 4 instead of a 5. I wanted to give it a 5, but just like, it's truly like, just, and then that just makes me like almost hate it more. I changed my score. I'll give it a 5. There's literally no reason to not... Like, it literally is the epitome of average.
Yeah, this is like, if you want to see the most generic, average fantasy adventure you can possibly fathom, watch this.
Yeah. Let's
All
move
right.
on to something that is fantasy, yet not average in any sense of the word. The last episode of Alice Zoroku. Sad. So the episode starts out with Zoroku's friend. I forget his name.
Which one?
The old guy.
The cop? The detective?
The one that works for the organization.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
Yeah, but you know who he
Yeah.
is. Anyways, he has like this mystery meeting with like some official, and I'm not sure if they specify who it was, because I'm not gonna lie, I was really hungry at that scene, so I was kind of just like stuffing my face. But he hands the official a folder, and the official's like, "All right, you know, things go south, it's gonna blow back on you too." So I was just like, "Oh shit, what is he doing? Is he also being sneaky?" I don't know, because he has that voice. that
I was honestly expecting him to betray everybody since he showed up, so.
Yeah, that's smarmy bad guy voice. Like, he definitely has it. Like, it's very like I think it's the voice that's similar to like Sato from Ajin. But yeah. So you find out that at the start of the episode, like, they've been trapped in this world. Like, I guess to them it's been like a few hours or maybe a day, but like in the real world, shit, what are their names? Sana and Hattori. Yeah, they've been trapped in Wonderland for like 10 days. And this is really making Ayumu sad. But somehow she gets reception from Hattori. Or Hattori's cell phone. Meanwhile, it's just a bunny learning how to take selfies.
I want a selfie taking bunny.
Excuse me. So Hattori and Sana, they stumble onto the bunny with the phone, and they chase after it. And after a very amusing chase scene, they eventually trick it into being captured. And Hattori is finally able to reach Ayumu through her cell. So, and somehow she's like, "Hey, Ayumu, we're locked in an altered dimension, and you're only like 10 years old, but do me a favor and just like find us, find the exit." Okay, thanks, bye.
You got this, Ayumu.
And then Ayumu was like, I think I can. And behold, she actually does find it. Because anime. So she goes to the door, opens it up, finds Hattori and Sana at this very soon after Zoroku and Sanae meet up with them. Is at this point that like Wonderland is like beginning to expand even further, so it's like, oh shit, like shit's about to hit the fan, we need to get out. And let's like expand and go crazy. And literally in like the funniest, like probably arguably one of the best parts about this episode, Grandpa literally like berates the alternate dimension into submission.
Yeah, he just starts
He
yelling
literally
at the
just yells
sky.
at it. He's like, yo, cut that shit
He does
out.
what old
And
men
then
do
it's like,
best.
okay.
Yell at the sky about ambiguous nonsense.
Except this time it works. And all Japan isn't plunged into chaos. And then everyone returns home. Hattori's finally reunited with her parents. And everything is all but right with the world. The officials, aka the guy from the beginning of the episode who met up with Zoroku's friend, aka the guy from the organization, he makes an announcement, finally talking about people with dreams of Alice. Making, this knowledge public to, the people. Public to the public? public
Makes
to
the knowledge
people?
public. Public.
Yeah, public. Um, but yeah, and then the scene just it just shows I was to call her Alice, Sana going through like the her slice of life where she's like talking and she's narrating in the background like, oh, everything is great and da da da, like, and she's talking to Zoroku and said, in the narration, and then the last screenshot is a picture of her all grown up with a bouquet in her hand, which, maybe you can presume that that's for Zoroku's grave because like she's a grown woman and he was hella old to begin with.
Yeah, and I think that pretty much kills any chance of the second season. Which does kind of suck because it leaves like a bunch of plot points like in the air.
It does. Like, I mean, I guess it does, but it doesn't. Like, oh, I guess that other people who first kept her, they're just gone forever.
Yeah, just really, whatever, they're gone.
They're really dismantled. They didn't come back at all. Which is interesting. Is it weird? I kind of like that. I didn't like that they their usual comeback and now we have to stop them from kidnapping her again.
I mean, I get
like
that
they
point,
didn't go in
but
that.
I just feel like it would have benefited from more, like, conclusiveness. Like, I don't know. Just for a secret government organization, they did not put up any fight at all. They were just, oh well, that's it, we're done.
Agreed. They could have stayed a little bit longer. But
you also missed the best part of the episode.
Sana,
you also missed the best part of the episode, for me at least. It was the reuniting with Pachari and her mom.
I kind of forgot how that scene went.
Wow,
like,
you monster. That was like the most touching part. Pachari just walks in and is like, I'm home. Really? And then her mom just like runs and hugs her and like starts crying, and her dad is all like shook up and everything.
Okay, but like
what? That was what the whole episode. Opinion, that's what this whole arc has been building to.
For me, I actually prefer when Ayumu and Hattori reunite. That was a touching scene.
Meh.
That was more touching because they were just like Because it's like, when they come back, like, when she reunites, it's like that typical, like, yeah, like, this is what there's nothing even, like, remotely said that, like, implies that they all, like, grew from this experience. Like, it's just like, oh my god, like, my child went missing and now she's back, so, like, I'm crying because, that's what mothers do.
Yeah, but she had, until now, given this whole impression that she didn't really care as much, or at least from Hatori's point of view, that she didn't care about her.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, like, that's not true at all. Hatori was just like a utter fucking failure and stupid.
Kids are, the whole point of this arc is that's how kids see it, and it's from Hatori's point of view.
Yeah. But I honestly did like this being like the last part of it, them being trapped in Wonderland, because it was just like, it was just so good. I mean, yes, I feel like this season could have been like truly amazing if it was 24 episodes. It was 24 episodes, and then this is when the organization comes back. But then this is when all the people who would like have their dream of Alice is awoken. Like, some are recruited by the Shadow Organization, and others are like defending against them. It could have been this whole big thing.
Yeah, I kind of get this feeling that it was rushed. Like, it feels really rushed. I mean, they could have done more with the whole everyone getting powers. They could have done more with the organization. They could have done more with, like, a number of things. But considering it is only 12 episodes, I think it did a decent job of, like...
It did a really good job. I loved it. I'm so happy we watched this. Like, I'm 1,000% happy.
I forgot what we were even choosing between.
I don't know, but I really wanted this one, and I'm glad that...
Yeah, this was one of the ones that paid off. This was one of the better shows this season. You guys need to step it up and rate it higher on Anime List or whatever that's taking... whatever AniChart is taking its ratings from.
Yeah, a bunch of like C minus weeaboos who only want girls being naked or something.
Which is why Attack on Titan is number one.
Exactly. Are the people being naked? What about the people walking around being naked? And they're like, oh my god, I love this shit.
Ironically, I think that show, Sin something, the Queen's Blade of the season.
I'm pretty sure it's
higher than Alice Ozoroku.
Yeah, I know the anime itself is most likely like dog shit, but it is what it is. Speaking of rating, how do you rate this?
7. Solid 7.
I give it an 8.
Honestly, for me, it's like this, then Renai Boken, and then, of course, Hero Manga. And, of course, we're excluding Attack on Titan and Hero Academia, because those are, like, a different league.
Yeah.
But, yeah. It was a solid show.
Yeah. I liked it. Alright.
All right.
And moving on.
We have our special of the week, because otherwise the show would be over right now. But we got the special episode of Demi-chan making its comeback. And it was essentially like, it felt like an extra episode of the series. Nothing too special, but it was a series of kind of separated stories from each group of characters coming together. So there's a festival in town, and the Demis all end up going. Meanwhile, Takahashi has to go around on patrol for school during the festival, and Sato wants to join him so bad that she actually goes to the extent of borrowing and dressing up as a bear mascot in one of those suits just so she can hide her like succubus pheromones and mingle with Sato in disguise. Hikari and her friends also go through the festival, and they end up meeting with the 2 loser guys and just end up getting stuck with them. And of course, you have the Demi group just going through the various stalls and chilling and having fun. A few cute scenes with Yuki here and there. But ultimately, the groups all decide to take on this test of courage to go see a ghost that they think is hiding in the forest. They each confuse the other group for being the ghost, and ends up that Takahashi finds them and ends up lecturing them on going to the forest. And we get an interesting ending, which I think was actually the best part of the episode, where we cut back to school, and Takahashi's interviewing this invisible woman Demi, and she goes full overboard with his little sexual harassment stuff, and she freaks out and runs away. And that was the episode in a nutshell. Nothing too heavy, but nothing too...
Yeah.
Yeah. It does give me hope for a second season,
though. You know we can't have nice things.
Well, they introduced a new Demi. They have to give a second season now.
You mean an OVA? 2 OVAs?
Yeah, 10 more OVAs, please. Do like the Senokai route. Instead of giving us a new season, just give us like 50 OVAs.
But yeah, no, this episode is good. I love Sato in it because Sato is... I think she might be my favorite character. Like for me, it's definitely a tie between her and the ice chick.
Yuki, yeah.
Yeah, Yuki. Definitely a tie between those for me personally. But yeah, she just had a lot of good moments being just so dysfunctional and funny. And I love that, like, the end, she had, like, her yukata on, and then she's just like, I'm a fan, my tits. Totally unaware. And then Takahashi's like, oh my god, I want to put babies in you.
Sato, like, this whole cast is really fun. I can't pick a favorite, because they're just, like, they're all fun in their separate little niches.
Yeah.
I just want more Demi-chan. Can we just have this one thing for once, where we just get a second season of something?
No!
That's good, and not, like, I don't know.
We can't have
not Marvel
things.
Ultimate Alliance fucking by by Madhouse.
No, we can't have nice things, just like we can't have a longer episode of GNA podcast.
Yep.
That being said, we're gonna wrap things up today. if you enjoyed this episode, like I said, hit that like button below. And we will see you guys next week for the week 1 of the 2017 summer season of anime.
Yes, look forward to it.
Yep. Until next time, y'all. This has been GNA Podcast, and we are out. Bye.
Later.